Where do we start today? Let's push one challenge and get another one in. It's another Saturday here at Indie Auto for Nick's Garage. I don't know how we're going to get all these engines out, but right now I need extra help. We were here till midnight last night. We parked till midnight working on the Shelby Mustang and the Volvo. Anyways, got so many cars piled up, and there's some more coming in this afternoon. We had one of my brother's cars leave today, the Z28 Camaro, but we repaired that one over the winter. The challenge is also done, but he's going to take only one car for today.
Between all his brother's cars and his clients, Nick has certainly got his hands full. And the jobs keep coming in.
Number 29, right here. Since Christmas. I've been counting engines since Christmas. I've got 29 engines and I've got a lot of installations to do, and it's not going to be easy. We're here on a Saturday. I'm getting tired of working on Saturdays, but I have no choice. But we're going to do our best to get them all out. Of course, everybody wants everything tomorrow, next week, and it's hard to catch up. They come in, they told me Nick install the engine, and while we're doing that, they want to do all the detail work or whatever, wiring, ignitions, updating, gauges, and then the list goes on, and the job takes more time than usually you plan for.
Nick has got a couple of really good guys working for him. But with all the work in the shop these days, and the usual spring rush, Nick could really use a hand.
And another thing I have problems with is waiting for parts. I've ordered as many things as I can. I've also ordered overstock for a lot of these engines that I do. Some are back order. They're holding me back on that. But right now, time is tight, and I got to do as much as I can and please my customers.
After so many years in business, Nick has pleased plenty of customers. And often, on a sunny Saturday morning, they like to stop by and show their appreciation.
And for now, I'm going to have to start working on these cars. I got a 54 Dodge here. We're not going to touch it at the moment because I got a lot of projects before him. So he's going to pick it up next week, and we'll do it, that project another time. I got a 66 Charger here. I got to put the engine back in. I've got a 72 Satellite outside. I got to put the engine back in also. I've got the 69 Super B Danielle to install. There's another one. We're having issues with the carburetors on the Volvo, which I can't wait to finish. But I figured out what we're going to do. We're going to remove the carburetors again. I had it sent out to a specialist to do it for me. He told me that it's not English carburetors. I gave it to him. We paid him a lot of money, and they came back. They're not perfect, so now we're going to work on them ourselves and see what we can do with it.
Nick and his buddies have been building muscle cars since the 1970s. But the quirky little carbs on the Volvo are just the kind of challenge that Nick's friend Manny likes to sink his teeth into.
Just give me more time and we'll get it done.
One thing in the shop that doesn't need any more time to get done is this beautiful 440 six-pack. Nick rebuilt this engine for Pietro's 1970 Super Bee, and now it's time for a test.
Let's go.
Another six-pack to go. That's about a six-pack of beers.
Hey. Let's warm it up and make a 10 slower climb.
Nick shows his client the specs for the cam he chose for this build. He explains that it'll have enough vacuum for Pietro's power brakes to stop that big Super Bee, while still making plenty of power to get it moving. The break-in was completed on this engine yesterday, and next week, Nick wants to tune the carbs. Right now, the six-pack is running a little bit lean on idle, so he wants to do a pull and see how it performs at full throttle. Then he'll take it from there.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see that again, from inside the dyno cell. Pietro is very impressed. Nick's first pull made 448 horsepower and 508 torque, with headers and before final tuning.
This is old school printer, ain't it? This is really old.
Nick prints out the first test and keeps a copy for his files. And since everything is already set up, Pietro wants to make another pull.
Another test, okay? Okay, we're gonna take another shot at it. Here we go.
One more time.
One more time.
There is something undeniably special about the six-pack carburetor setup. It's an icon of the muscle car era, and Nick's customer is looking forward to getting his back out on the streets. Until then, Pietro is happy driving his other Dodge. At the end of another very busy Saturday at Nick's, there are still too many jobs on the to-do list. But as the man with the canteen truck says, a man in love is always in a good mood. Before he goes home to the ones he loves, Nick has one more thing he wants to do on this sunny afternoon.
Hey, look what popped into my shop today. A 1967 Coronet 500. Got a nice 318 poly motor in it. So he brought it here because the brakes aren't that great, but we're gonna take it for a drive. I want to see what exactly is going on with them. So I'm gonna take it for a nice drive. Since it's beautiful, the streets are dry, nice and sunny. So I'm gonna take it for a turn around the block. Now let's go for a ride. This is very rare. 67 Coronet 500, unmolested. The polymer 3T motor, and the client has done nothing to this car except put a dual exhaust with the Challenger exhaust tips in the back. Looks kind of cool, it's neat, I like it. It's all Dodge products anyways. So I'm going to take it for a drive around the block to see how the brakes go, and we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go. Let's try the brakes before we get far. Before we go too far, let's try them out. You gotta push hard. This is manual brakes. No power brakes on this car. Yeah, he's got a 4-drum brakes, and he wants me to bleed the brakes, adjust them, try to make them work as best as we can with the 4-drum brakes, and on top of that, they're manual brakes, non-power assisted. It's a compact car in those years, but today it's a big car. But then again, that's the way they were. God, you gotta press hard on these brakes. Look, anywhere you look, there's no blind spots. You see everything, 360 degrees. And I drive my Hellcat Challenger. For example, if I want to look at the right rear, forget it, it's a blind spot. You look at this car, my God, you can see everything. You don't even need mirrors. You know that? Makes you feel young again, you know? Here you are, you're born in the 50s, you're driving in the 60s. You feel like a 10-year-old. My God, it brings you back youth, let me tell you. You know what? That's why I love these cars. It makes you feel young. And you know, that's what we're all about. Staying young and feel good. I know the kickdown needs to be fixed. I'll add that to his list. Besides that, we'll take care of it next week. We'll take it for another road test again. Our Coronet 500 1967. Beautiful car. Yes, sir. What a long day. After finishing at midnight last night, working on a Shelby, and now today I'm taking a drive with this Coronet 500. It's a pleasure. It changed the atmosphere, you know. But you know what? It feels good to take an old car and take it for a ride after a hard day's work. It feels great, especially one of these cars. So simple. Look at that. Power steering, no power brakes. It's easy to steer, but you gotta press the 2 feet to stop this car on a dime. But then again, we're gonna adjust the brakes to bleed them, and hopefully they work better, and we're gonna do the best we can. And there you have it, folks. 1967 Coronet, 318 polymer motor, 2 barrels. This is a cool ride. I love it. Look at that. So simple. No options. Dodge. Rebellion.